recognition. In this video, I want to have a talk about the difference between investing in cryptocurrencies and investing in the stock market. They both have their pros and cons. It's really polarizing in the crypto bear markets. You often see the stock guys posting charts of Bitcoin and the price falling and saying, hey, look, I told you so. And we see the opposite in the bull market. We see the crypto guys posting charts of massive gains and saying the same thing to the stock guys. But as with all polarizing subjects, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. So let's start with the main reason that cryptocurrency experiences a massive boom bust cycle. And that is basically that the vast majority of cryptocurrencies, they don't have a working product yet. So when we look at the stock market, we see companies that usually have working products, they have staff, they have revenue, and they're putting out earnings reports. And in a bear market, they may take a tumble, but it's really hard to forget about a company that is servicing some sort of need in real life. The vast majority of cryptocurrencies, however, they don't have a fully realized use case yet. And often the ones that do, although they themselves may have a fully realized use case, that use case is often to service other cryptocurrencies that don't have the use case. So in a bear market, it's very easy for the average investor to just completely forget about these projects. They fall off the radar because they're just speculative, they're not actually serving a use in the community yet. And when that happens, it strips away all of the demand, no one's buying it, and in that situation, that only takes a few sellers to completely crash the price. So I'll go over to the chart here. I'm going to have a look at Ethereum. So Ethereum is one of those examples where it really does have a fully realized use case, but its use case is providing a network to other cryptocurrencies. And in a bear market, most of those other cryptocurrencies, they don't have any use case, so they get completely forgotten about. So if we have a look, we peaked at almost $1,500 in the last bull market, and then we crashed about 94% down to about $80. The flip side of that is massive gains in the next bull market, 5,850% to the next high. We're on XRP now here, and that had a 96% correction, followed by 1,600% back up to the all-time high. Now that actually was being investigated by the SEC, and that's the reason why it never made or new all-time highs. But still, if you bought down the bottom there, you would have made a really big gain. Having a look at Tron here, TRX, 92% correction in the bear market, followed by 2,400% in the bull market. Litecoin, it's all looking very similar here, 94% correction and 1,750% in the bull market. Now if we go over here and have a look at the SPY, we can see we've got a 18% correction so far. Now in the coronavirus dump, what do we get? 35%, so that's a really big dump for the stock market, but it's nothing compared to what we see in cryptocurrencies. Have a look at Tesla. Tesla down basically 15% from its all-time high, and what do we get? And is that the coronavirus crash? Must be there, 63%. So that's really big for a stock, but still it's really not much compared to what we see in cryptocurrencies. Now let's have a look at something that's happening right now. So this is just a quick selection of some cryptos that I'm having a look at. We've got Pocket Network here, currently down 93%. Then we've got Flux down 77%. We've got Metis down 92%. And we've got Theta down 92% as well. So potentially some good opportunities there if you're willing to wait for the next bull market. So here's how I view the stock market versus cryptocurrencies in terms of investing. The stock market is really for people who want less risk. They're not interested in timing the market. They're not interested in trading in and out of it. Or it's just for people who want to slowly build a portfolio over many years without having to worry too much about the volatility and the risk. For these people, the S&P 500 is probably going to be the safest bet. And the more concentrated you get into different specific stocks, obviously the higher risk. Cryptocurrency, on the other hand, is high risk, high reward. It's not really suited for people who just want to buy and hold, because there's really nothing about a 90% correction that screams, I'm saving for my retirement. But the upside of that is that you don't have to invest large money to make large gains. In the last bear market, when Ethereum was $80, just $1,000 invested there at the very bottom would have netted you $59,000 if you managed to sell the top. Now, of course, it's very hard to sell the top, but there's a large section through the middle there that's actually really easy to capture. And that's all we need to do. We don't need to pick the very bottom, pick the very top. We just want to capture that chunk of meat in the middle. And even in cryptocurrencies, you have different levels of risk. So if you'd gone down and bought Chainlink, at the very bottom. If you invested just $100, then at the very top, that would have made you $33,000, which is something that you're really never going to see in the stock market unless you manage to get in at IPO, in which case you're probably already a millionaire. So the big difference between investing in cryptocurrencies versus investing in stock market is basically just the risk versus reward and having to time the market. And in the stocks, you don't get those huge pullbacks. So generally you can take those corrections in your stride and just keep investing into your portfolio. It's really, really hard in cryptocurrency to do that. Emotionally, you won't be able to handle seeing your investment pull back over 90%. Most people are going to panic and sell at some point during that correction. So it's really not suitable for that kind of investing unless you have balls of steel. Most people, it's not going to work. And of course, if you want to know how we invest in cryptocurrencies to make those gains, you can always join the community, and the details are in the description below. Cheers, guys.